On my wedding day, my fiance slapped me and screamed, "Put on my mom's wedding dress or get out." 13 minutes later, I stood in front of 200 guests and made sure everyone heard him. Crack. My head snapped. My veil slid off my shoulder. In the mirror, I saw my cheek already blooming red under my makeup. Ryan stood over me with a plastic bag. Inside was his mother's yellowed, sequined 1980s gown. He shoved it toward me like a command. The slap wasn't random. It was 6 years of his mom running our relationship and Ryan calling it respect. Diane Crawford smiled like a knife. The first time I met her, she said, "Oh, she's pretty. Let's hope she has substance, too." Ryan laughed. I swallowed it. After that, Diane inserted herself everywhere. She fixed my place when she visited. She copied a key. She called Ryan every night at 9 p.m., and he always answered like he was on a leash. If I pushed back, he'd sigh. She sacrificed everything for me. When we got engaged, Diane became obsessed with one thing, her wedding dress. Tradition, she said misty-eyed. It would mean the world. I already had my dress. Simple, modern, mine. When I told her, carefully, she went cold for a heartbeat and smiled. "Oh, well, I suppose that's your choice, dear." Then she started a campaign. Photos of her dress in the family chat. Relatives checking in. Ryan pressuring me nightly. "It's one day," he'd say. "Would it kill you to make her happy?" When I asked, "When do I get to be happy?" he'd stare past me and change the subject. The morning of the wedding, my phone lit up. Mom's crying. She brought the dress. "If you loved me, you'd do this one thing." Priya, my best friend, read the text and said, "Absolutely not." I silenced my phone, put on my dress, and tried to breathe. At 3:47 p.m., Ryan kicked the bridal suite door shut. No flowers, no smile, just the bag. "Change," he said. "Ryan, the ceremony starts in 15 minutes. He stepped close, eyes flat. "Put on my mom's dress or get out. I'm not marrying a selfish, disrespectful woman." I tried one last time. "Please don't do this. Not today." His hand came up. Crack. My ear rang. My lips split. He pointed at my face and screamed, "How could you not wear my mom's wedding dress? Go put it on or get out." Something in me went ice cold and clear. I pulled the ring off, dropped it onto his mother's gown. "Time will tell," I said, and I walked out. I didn't run. I went to the AV booth. Ryan forgot a detail. The videographers had clipped a lapel mic to his tux. Live feed. Recording everything. The lead videographer looked at my cheek and went pale. I said, "Play the last 3 minutes over the main speakers. Max volume." He hesitated, then nodded. I pushed open the ballroom doors and walked down the aisle alone. No music, no bouquet, just my dress and the handprint people couldn't ignore. Whispers rolled through the room. I took the mic at the front. "There will be no wedding today." "Silence." I pointed at my face. 5 minutes ago, my fiance demanded I take off my wedding dress and wear his mother's. When I refused, he hit me. Diane's mouth opened. My dad went white. Ryan's boss sat up straighter. I turned to the booth and nodded. The speakers crackled. My voice small. "Ryan, please. It's my wedding day." His voice cold. "Put on my mom's dress or get out." Then the sound. That slap, amplified, hit the room like a gunshot. People flinched. Someone gasped. Then Ryan's scream blasted through the speakers. "How could you not wear my mom's wedding dress?" 200 people heard exactly who he was when he thought no one was listening. The room erupted. Chairs scraped. People shouted. Diane started wailing. Not for me, for herself. I set the mic down and walked out. By the time I reached the doors, police were walking in. Priya stood behind them, phone still in her hand. Ryan showed up looking frantic, like consequences were a surprise. They took him outside in front of everyone who mattered to him. A few days later, he called begging, "Please, drop it. I'll lose everything." I said, "You should have thought of that before you hit me." Then I told him the last twist. Diane insisted on signing the venue contracts herself because she didn't trust my taste. Catering, bar, flowers, videography. Her name was on everything. So they were on the hook for a massive bill, for a wedding that ended with him in handcuffs and her precious dress crumpled on the floor. So tell me, if you were me, would you have played that audio for the whole room or would you have done something even harsher?